As per Screen Rant, this article here is all about Gino. Gino wanted to make Matt, Jasmine's baby daddy, cry because he claimed he had some dirt on him. The question is, what dirt did he have? Now, of course, in this opening paragraph, it does say that Gino once claimed he had dirt on Matt, Jasmine's lover. Matt, enough to make him cry at the tale. Matt is known as Jasmine's baby daddy, okay? Since she obviously clearly refused to call him her boyfriend. All right. Now, obviously, Matt was the person that Jasmine wanted to bring into their relationship to make it into a three-way, well, into an open relationship as a third person, because a therapist suggested that could help, obviously, save their sexless marriage, which of course we all knew was never gonna happen. And of course, as it says here, just months later, Jasmine became pregnant with Matt's child. Yes. Now, also here, it does continue by saying the 90-Day Fiance tell-all was filmed nearly a year after season 2 wrapped. Many changes had taken place in the couple's lives, including for Gino and Jasmine. The Panamanian woman arrived at the reunion visibly pregnant. Gino was aware of the pregnancy and seemed embarrassed about what his co-stars and viewers would think. Looking nervous, Gino made a shocking statement about Jasmine's baby daddy before the story was confirmed at the reunion. His words hinted at deeper drama yet to unfold, leaving fans eager for answers. Gino claimed he was going to make Matt cry. The question is, how was he going to do that? Well, it continues here by saying that Gino appeared to be on the 90-Day Fiance cast member to arrive. Gino appeared to be the last 90-Day cast member to arrive at the tell-all set. He was greeted by Florin and began sharing details about his breakup with Jasmine. When Florin asked if he was excited for the tell-all, Gino made a face and let out a long breath, hinting that much had happened since the recommitment ceremony. Gino explained how he and Jasmine had removed their vows in the final and the resort, and a lot of went down since then, he added, which of course is something that we witnessed, isn't it now? But at the same time, though, it does say here that Gino turned to the cameras and began explaining that he and Jasmine were in a good place after recommitting to each other. He said things started to change quickly once they returned home to Michigan. Gino then told Florin he had some dirt he planned to bring to the tell-all. That's for sure, he added. The Albanian man cheered for his friend and told Gino it was time to shine. Gino's tone hinted that tensions with Jasmine had escalated more than anyone expected after the finale. I'm gonna make him cry. So it continues by saying Gino and Florin laughed together as if they were in on a big secret. Meanwhile, Gino gave the producers a glimpse into what was on his mind. He revealed that if Matt showed up at the tell-all, he had some dirt on him. Gino confidently claimed he was ready to bring Matt to tears with what he planned to reveal about Jasmine's baby daddy. His tone suggested he was holding back something explosive, setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation that shake up everything once the tell-all began. Matt exposed the truth about Gino and Jasmine's marriage. It was Matt who almost drove Gino to tears. So of course, Gino's the one that said he was going to make Matt cry, but in reality, Matt was the one that definitely got underneath the skin of Gino. Now, of course, it continues here by saying Matt showed up at the tell-all, not in person. He attended via video call and talked about how scared he was when Jasmine told him she was pregnant. Since he never wanted to have kids or get married at a young age, Florin turned to Matt and said he was surprised Matt had agreed to come to the reunion. Me, I'm like your shoes, never mother effer. Nobody can make my face here. Nobody can see my face here, Florin said to Matt. Of course, something that I do remember. Jasmine's baby daddy knew Gino had everything to think. My apologies. Jasmine's baby daddy knew Gino had made everyone think he was some horrible marriage breaker, which, to be fair with you, Gino didn't have to do anything in that basis, because anybody that's more than happy to sleep with a married woman, like, bruh, you can't deny it. It's just that. And of course, he said, I'm not that type of person. Bro, you literally broke a marriage and got the woman pregnant at the same goddamn time. There is no defending that. But anyway, when Sean Robson was asked Matt what he'd like to say to Gino, Matt admitted he wasn't the type to argue with Gino about what happened. He said he had agreed to be in an open relationship. Matt insisted he was just friends with Jasmine and didn't need to go after anyone's woman. Listen, If you are a single man and you don't need to go after anyone's woman, then you would not agree to be in an open marriage. Let's just call it what it is. You see what I'm saying? So the guy is clearly a hypocrite. He slammed Gino for hurting Jasmine's feelings and making her cry, accusing him of not speaking to her like someone he cared about. Shut up, you don't know anything, Gino yelled, adding that he treated Jasmine nicely. Gino's friend Rob believed Gino agreed to the open marriage because he loved Jasmine and wanted to make it work. Gino admitted he regretted the decision, but said he did it because nothing was working between them and he wanted to make Jasmine happy so they could reunite and eliminate the third person. Jasmine claimed Gino asked her to bring cheeseburgers from Matt every time she went over to sleep with him. That is crazy work. At one time, Gino called Matt a dickhead. And Matt fired back by calling him a senior citizen, telling him to shut up. Honestly, when somebody says senior citizen, that's such a lame and weak response, to be honest with you, because we all age anyway. You know what I mean? You're gonna be one of those people at some point in your life, so make that make sense. That's how you know Matt's a clown. But anyway, with that being said, what was Gino going to say about Matt? Is there something that Matt is holding from Jasmine? Well, at no point did it seem like Gino had any dirt on Matt, that he could humiliate him. Gino knew he had lost Jasmine to Matt, and it was his fault for agreeing to open marriage. It was Matt who embarrassed Gino when with the cheeseburger reveal. He didn't appear hurt by anything Gino said. Matt even knew Gino and Jasmine had slept together since getting married. Gino had to lean on Rob for support, lacking the confidence to engage in a real argument with Matt. Gino has always come across as a meek and awkward man on the show. Though he had several arguments with Jasmine, it was always she who screamed, yelled, and had things to say, while Gino could only shrug and let her get away. There was no chance he had the confidence to confront Matt at the tail or even in person, and that's what Jasmine took advantage of. Gino wouldn't have been able to hold a mature conversation with Matt. He even refused to make him to face him during the video call when Jasmine. Gino needed Gino needed another man to stand up for him. He likely expected Rob to do the dirty work, and as Rob had previously accused Jasmine of cheating on Gino and called her derogatory names, Gino let down even the fans who had supported him with these cowardice at the 90-day losses were all. There didn't seem to be any dirt he had on Matt. He even if he did, it didn't appear Matt was interested in ever facing Jasmine's estranged husband again to hear it, which yeah, it does make sense. And then also finalizing by saying Matt, on the other hand, came across as confident and unbothered, fully aware of the power shift. He didn't need to raise his voice or engage in drama. His calm demeanor and sharp jabs said it all. While Gino sat quietly, visibly uncomfortable, Matt subtly asserted dominance by showing he knew more about Jasmine's current life than her husband ever did, than her husband did. It was clear Matt wasn't intimidated by Gino in the slightest, and his presence alone made 90-day, then last resort Gino retreat further into the background in the battle for Jasmine. Matt had already won. Well, it is kind of sad, isn't it, that obviously Gino at the tail did say he was going to make Matt cry, when in reality, he didn't do that, didn't even come close. Instead, he made himself look like a clown, which we already knew he was. Well, nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section and we shall talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.